Hello and welcome, finance enthusiasts. Today we're going to talk about a common question many retirees have. Whether it's too late for a Roth IRA conversion if you're 65 with $750,000 in an IRA and taking Social Security. This topic is incredibly relevant in today's financial climate, and we're here to provide valuable insights and expert advice to help you navigate your golden years. Before we go any further, remember to like this video, subscribe to NuwayFinanceAcademy, and turn on notifications for more finance insights. First, we need to understand what a Roth IRA conversion is. In a nutshell, a Roth IRA conversion is a process that allows you to move funds from a traditional individual retirement account to a Roth IRA. Now, why would you want to do that? Well, there are a couple of reasons. One of the most significant benefits of a Roth IRA is that it provides tax-free growth and tax-free withdrawals in retirement. That's right, you won't owe Uncle Sam a dime on those distributions, provided you meet certain criteria. This is a stark contrast to traditional IRAs, where your withdrawals are taxed as ordinary income. However, there's no such thing as a free lunch, right? When you convert your traditional IRA to a Roth, you'll have to pay income taxes on the amount you convert. That's because traditional IRA contributions are often made with pre-tax dollars, while Roth IRAs are funded with after-tax dollars. This tax hit can be significant, especially if the conversion pushes you into a higher tax bracket. But here's where things get interesting. Roth IRAs don't have required minimum distributions, or RMDs. Traditional IRAs, on the other hand, mandate that you start taking distributions once you reach age 72. These RMDs can bump you into a higher tax bracket, which is not a pleasant surprise for anyone. There are also estate planning benefits to consider. Roth IRAs can be an effective tool for passing wealth to your heirs tax-free. Traditional IRAs, meanwhile, leave your beneficiaries with a potential tax bill. So, as you can see, there are pros and cons to a Roth IRA conversion. It's not a decision to be taken lightly, and it's certainly not a one-size-fits-all solution. It's about weighing up the immediate tax cost against the potential for tax-free income in the future, and how that fits into your overall retirement strategy. Now that we understand Roth IRA conversions, let's explore if it's a good move for someone who is 65, has $750K in an IRA, and is taking Social Security. There are several factors to consider before deciding on a Roth IRA conversion. First and foremost, consider your current and future tax rates. If you anticipate being in a lower tax bracket in the future, it may be beneficial to wait before converting. On the other hand, if you expect higher tax rates in the future, converting now could save you money down the line. Next, think about required minimum distributions, or RMDs. With a traditional IRA, you must start taking RMDs at age 72, but a Roth IRA does not have this requirement. If you don't need the money from your IRA for living expenses and want to avoid these distributions, a Roth conversion could be a good choice. Estate planning goals should also be taken into account. If you plan to leave your IRA to your heirs, a Roth conversion can be a savvy move. While your beneficiaries will have to take distributions, they won't owe any federal income tax on those amounts, which could be a significant benefit. Consider your ability to pay taxes on the conversion with funds outside of the IRA. When you convert a traditional IRA to a Roth, you'll owe taxes on the amount you convert. It's generally best to pay these taxes with money outside of your IRA, so you don't diminish the amount that will grow tax-free in the Roth. And don't forget about the 5-year rule. You must leave the converted funds in the Roth IRA for at least 5 years before making withdrawals. Otherwise, you might have to pay a penalty. So, if you think you'll need to access the funds within the next 5 years, a Roth conversion might not be right for you. Lastly, consider your overall financial situation and goals. A Roth conversion can be a powerful tool for retirement planning, but it's not the right move for everyone. It's essential to weigh the costs and benefits, and consider how a conversion fits into your broader financial plan. With these factors in mind, let's see if a Roth conversion makes sense in our scenario. Our retiree is 65, has $750,000 in an IRA, and is taking Social Security. Is a Roth conversion a good idea for them? Let's take a closer look. We'll consider the factors we discussed earlier and ponder over the potential outcomes of a Roth conversion in this case. Firstly, let's think about the tax considerations. The retiree is currently in a lower tax bracket than they were during their working years. Converting to a Roth IRA now means they'd pay taxes on that conversion at their current lower rate. However, the conversion could potentially push them into a higher tax bracket for the year, which might not be ideal. Next, let's consider their future tax situation. If they expect to be in a higher tax bracket in the future, a Roth conversion could make sense. They'd pay the taxes now, at a lower rate, and then enjoy tax-free withdrawals later. However, if they expect to be in a lower tax bracket in the future, it might be better to stick with the traditional IRA. Another critical factor to weigh is their estate planning goals. Roth IRAs can be an attractive tool for passing wealth to heirs, as the distributions are tax-free for beneficiaries. If leaving a tax-free inheritance is a priority, a Roth conversion could be a wise move. We also need to think about the retiree's current financial situation. Can they afford to pay the taxes on a Roth conversion out of pocket without dipping into their IRA funds? If not, the cost of conversion could outweigh the potential benefits. But what about their Social Security benefits? Converting to a Roth IRA won't directly affect their Social Security payments. But the added income from the conversion could make more of their Social Security benefits taxable. That's another point to ponder. So given all these factors, would a Roth conversion be a good move for our retiree? Well, it's not a clear-cut answer. It really depends on their individual circumstances. If they're in a low tax bracket now, expect to be in a higher one in the future, have the cash to pay the conversion taxes, and want to leave a tax-free inheritance, a Roth conversion could be a good option. On the other hand, if they expect to be in a lower tax bracket in the future, can't afford the conversion taxes without dipping into their IRA, or are concerned about paying more taxes on their Social Security benefits, sticking with the traditional IRA might be a better choice. And remember, this is just one scenario. Everyone's situation is unique, and what works for one person might not work for another. It's always a good idea to consult with a financial advisor before making any major financial decisions. As we can see, the decision isn't straightforward and depends on various personal factors. Let's now hear from some finance experts on this matter. When it comes to the question of Roth IRA conversions at the age of 65, financial experts do not always agree. There's a spectrum of opinions, and we are here to help you navigate it. On one side of the argument, some experts believe that if you're in a lower tax bracket now than you expect to be in the future, a Roth conversion could be beneficial. They argue that by paying taxes now, you could potentially save in the long run. This is particularly true if you believe that tax rates will rise in the future. On the other side, there are those who caution against conversions later in life. They point out that the conversion could push you into a higher tax bracket for the year you make the conversion. This could result in a hefty tax bill that you weren't expecting. There are also experts who suggest a middle ground. They recommend a partial Roth conversion. This strategy involves converting a portion of your traditional IRA to a Roth IRA each year, keeping you in a lower tax bracket. As you can see, there's no one-size-fits-all answer. Each strategy has its own set of benefits and potential drawbacks. It's imperative to consider your personal situation, future income projections, and tax implications before making a decision. While expert advice can guide us, the final decision should be based on personal circumstances and financial goals. Remember, when it comes to your retirement finance, there's no one-size-fits-all solution. Consider personalized advice from a financial advisor, like subscribe and turn on notifications for more finance content. Thank you for joining us today at New Way Finance Academy. Until next time, keep exploring and learning.